Yo, that's a crazy mugshot. Yo, they got this bitch looking like James Brown. No.
That looks like, do you know who James Toney is?
No. But have you seen James Brown's mugshot?
No.
It's that. He's not he doesn't have as big a face as her. Nah. Pull up James Brown mugshot right now. You were there, bro. You want to do the comparison with all three? Yeah. Mugshot. The main one, the newest one. Yeah. Look at that, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And then, get up, get on up, get up. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, go back and forth, bro. What are you talking about? Yo, that's crazy. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Black Zeus, the podcast. My name is Black Zeus, and this is my podcast. Welcome. This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 35. Welcome back, beautiful people. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. You too can be beautiful people. All you have to do is come back. I like that. I'm looking at nobody right now. I'm just looking into the corner. That laugh wasn't even a real laugh because nobody's here. But I think I was reached out to from the astral realm. I think Dante is no longer in the Caribbean. So I don't know what this is, but I think it's time to summon this nigga back into the studio. Let's find out, because I did some Google searches. Turns out Dante's not done with the crypto space. Turns out maybe this wasn't a whole vacation. Turns out he's had meetings with the Caribbean governments to form a new crypto union, the Caribbean Crypto Union, backed by Bitcoin and Ethereum, triple backed by Polkadot, double backed by Dogecoin, and then certified backed by Elon Musk. This guy's been busy, bro. Like, this is the Caribbean coin of the future, bro. It's one that's actually open platform. It's one that's actually decentralized. It's one that is for the people. Okay? This guy's been active. But it turns out, while he was creating all this, he started reading a lot of news headlines of all the missing and dead crypto billionaire, trillionaire, and creators that have been washing up on beaches. So he sold it all, bro. And just to make sure he doesn't end up dead, he gave away the money, not to poor people, but to rich people, just to really make sure he stays alive. So let's. This guy's backstory is crazy, nigga. This guy's got the Marvel backstory of all backstories. Let's summon him into the studio right now. Let's all pray to the crypto gods. I don't know how this nigga became the face of crypto. But he is. Bitcoin, Dogecoin. This is fucking retarded. Dante's in the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm an island boy.
Don't. Nah, nigga. You're actually Caribbean, and those guys are brothers that fuck each other, literally. So don't even bring them up. Okay, rewind. You want to retake? That's it. That's just a clean fresh. Yeah, no, I don't know what those island boys are doing, but it's not right. Whatever it is. Oh, this nigga's got the onk out. You onked out. Yeah, no, you definitely ain't an island boy, bro.
I'm not that kind of island boy.
That's crazy. No, I hope not. I hope not. I got a lot of questions, bro. This nigga's got an OnlyFans right now. It's all So I don't even want to keep going down this path. I'm so over it. What's going on, bro? How you living?
Oh man, blessed and highly favored, freshly tanned, back in the studio.
Oh, you're Justin Trudeau out.
Yeah.
You're actually Dante's not black, ladies and gentlemen. He's just always tan. No, you're black as fuck. To even say that, I don't even like saying that as a black person to another black person. You're not black.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
Someone just told me that was like African. They're like, "Oh, you're white." I'm like, "What?"
oh, bro. Oh, because you speak articulate. Yo, son.
I don't know.
Yo, son.
Hey, yo, son.
That's when you call that nigga a bitch nigga, bro. What you think I'm white, bro? The fuck back, nigga. The fuck back, nigga. Did you do any of that?
You said I'm white, bro.
Yo, you went like this. Yeah, bro. What would really fuck him up is if you did this, be like, nigga. Because we can. I mean, he can too, fucking weird African. I'm African, bro. I'm not with this division shit, but I am not an ER. But I don't know.
Okay.
That's the distinction, though. Like, I don't know if you know the battle between Africans and and African Americans. Like, there's always been a battle between
I
like
never claimed African American.
indigenous black people to America versus like Africans.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. For eons,
that's actually been popping off of my timeline.
Really?
Yeah, because as we all know, the indigenous Americans were reclassified as Negroes.
We all know what's going on.
Right? Do your Googles.
Do your Googles. look at who was shipped around to the Caribbean and then shipped back. Anyways.
Not even shipped to the Caribbean, but we was already on the Caribbean.
Oh, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. No, but this is what I'm saying. Go back further. Like,
okay, but
like,
yeah,
there was a reclassification and a redistribution of human bodies.
Yes,
it kind of went in a circular motion.
No, my point was,
no, there were indigenous people to the islands there,
but then they just reclassified them as Negroes.
Yeah, it's the most genius, diabolical shit ever.
Yeah,
and
what were we just learning about the Hindus?
Oh, yeah. Apparently, listening to Godfrey podcast clip.
Yeah.
He had some Indian people on, and they were saying that the term Hindu isn't even a real. It's like a colonial term that was created by, the great empire. Yeah. We are the great white hope. You are Hindus. This is Hinduism. And then he was explaining how like it's not even a religion. How are we an ism?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, great colonialization. But yeah, what the hell were we talking about? Caribbean. Slavery.
I'm back.
Saying slavery sounds crazy. It just ends the conversation. Right? Slavery. It was like a record skip. Yeah, what the fuck were we talking about, bro? You don't even smoke weed anymore, so you should be.
I don't know.
All right. Well, welcome back.
We were talking about because
I'm supposed to be running the shit.
Oh, we're talking about the blacks, the Africans going back and forth with the.
Oh, okay. Yes. The Africans and the African Americans.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, all I've heard is a major clash in America between Africans and black Americans.
Yep.
And it's like, don't call me nigga.
Yeah.
I am not a nigga. I'm African. And which, honestly, I respect that shit. Like, I fucking respect that mentality. It's like, no, I'm not a nigga. I'm African. And you're not going to fucking pigeonhole me to that bullshit that they pigeonholed you to. Yeah. The only problem the problem for me is a division is like, yo, you're all melanated.
Yeah.
Try and figure out a way to just be.
And here's what's the most fucked up part to me. In Canada, they call us African American.
I know. No. They technically call us African Canadian.
No, they say American. Because it's just black. You know what I mean? It's the blanket statement. It's like
they don't even talk about us anymore.
I miss those days,
bro. I don't. I'm happy. Yo, leave us alone, nigga. You go do your own fucking bullshit, whatever you gotta do. But yeah, thank you, gay people, for taking the fucking the burden off of black people, because like that's all they talk about now. Is like, yo, it used to just be all black politics.
Yep.
I'm so happy to be taking a break. I'm sure gay people, their shoulders hurt right now, but you know what? Someone else is coming down the pipeline. That was a hella gay statement, but someone's about to take. It was like, so it was black people getting the brunt of public torment, and then 9/11 happened, and then Arab people took over that for us.
Yep.
And then it kind of fizzled back over into like, it became all one. It's like brown people, black people, you all suck.
Yeah.
And then gay people took over for us. They took that baton.
Yeah.
And now they're being
They
persecuted.
took it themselves, though.
They did. We really didn't even solve anything. Yo, black people, black people were running a relay race. They were like not even halfway through the race, and some white guy, Caitlyn Jenner, popped up in the race, grabbed the baton. He's like, "Thank you," and he just fucking bolted. He didn't even bolt. He got in a car and ran some people over. But
Yeah.
sorry, she ran some people over. Actually, he did.
He did.
He, as Bruce Jenner, he ran somebody over,
Yep.
killed them, and then he transitioned literally like 2 weeks after, bro. Crazy.
Do you get like a clean slate or something?
I
That's
guess,
like the first
nigga, he
thing,
won
like,
Woman
what
of the
happened?
Year. What are you talking about? He won the Woman of the Year after that. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. I wonder what drove him to that success. Yo, R.I.P. to the dead, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know what my favorite part about that all was is that how eventually even Caitlyn Jenner flipped the script on all this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, actually, you shouldn't be chopping off anybody's dicks, and no, hormone therapy is bad, and actually, no, I don't even think I want to be a woman. I'm like, wait a second, bro. Yo, bro. Holy shit, bro. They did some good witchcraft on him over there at the fucking Kardashian clan.
Yeah.
They definitely got a lump of his hair and some of his fucking liquids or some shit. Put that in a colander, and then fucking what's the head witch over there? What's the
Kris Jenner.
Christian? What?
That's the head witch?
Yeah, that's the mom, right? Kris Jenner, the one with the fucking dyke cut.
Yeah.
With the,
Well, I mean, it makes sense now that she's married to a woman, right? Are they
Bro,
still married?
How is Bruce Jenner the one that transitioned when she already looks like she's a trans man? Like, see, that's crazy. Oh my God. And you know none of that is their genetics. That's the craziest part to me. Is when you look at the before and after pictures of that Kardashian family, bro. The real witches are the fucking plastic surgeons, bro. Whoever did the Kardashian family plastic surgery, that nigga must have been like double toil in trouble right before all that shit. Hocus pocus, make these bitches that look like a foot. Bro, they look like feet. Like they look like the bottom of a foot, bro. They had no lips. They had no bodies.
Yeah.
They had no facial structure. All of a sudden, black ladies appear.
Yeah.
But
And then everyone wants to look like the fake versions of them.
yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? Meanwhile,
yeah.
cut to 1990, whatever, when black women are getting called whatever the fuck they're getting called, and Latin women, and anybody who had any type of fucking collagen naturally occurring in their body, anybody who has some nice lumps, salutes to you for putting up with all that horse shit back in the day, because all those features, I mean, ethnic people, it's not even just black people, and you know what, the white people that knew, bro, because there's always been white people at the cookout.
Yep.
And I don't want to discredit y'all.
Yeah.
Some of y'all knew, man.
Yeah, they knew.
Some of y'all knew, and most of them grew up poor like us.
Yeah.
Turns out poor whites and poor blacks, very similar. Only thing different is a lot, actually. Yo, welcome back, bro. Cause you know what happens when you leave.
Yeah.
Flamethrower, comedy industry, Black Zeus, flamethrower. Fuck this whole shit. Tokenism, you fucking bitch. I'm not gonna conform. Oh, welcome back, Dante. We can be normal again. Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy and proud of. I have a lot of pride for last week's episode. now I'm just asking to be canceled. No, but I'm very happy with how last week's episode turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I got off a lot of points that I've been thinking about. I literally, when I tell you from the moment that we stopped recording the episode when you were here,
Yeah.
to the moment where I recorded by myself last week's episode,
Yeah.
I was thinking about I already knew what I wanted to do
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, Dante's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I know what's about to happen. It's like I'm about to spill a bunch of beans and just fucking burn some bridges and just light some torches. But I actually think I did so in a very classy way. I didn't belittle anybody. I didn't really fucking call anybody out by name. I just spoke. I spoke truth. I spoke power to truth or truth to power. What's the phrase? I spoke truth to power. Right on. But yeah, no. And you know what's amazing is that it's not even just me. Like a lot of the community, comedy wise, is really starting to be vocal. A lot of and what I'm so happy to see is a lot of the new people, a lot of the newer comics are starting to actually understand what the business is. Because, you know, I think one thing people gatekeep the most is info.
Okay.
Especially in entertainment and show business or anything where there's not a lot of room at the top.
Gotcha.
Which is pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Except for like, you know, there's a lot, we could have a lot of doctors. I don't think you could have too many doctors or anything like this. Maybe at some point, but it would be a high number.
Yeah.
Because you could even just start redistributing them around the world because they're needed everywhere.
They're needed everywhere.
But in terms of like comedians and all that shit, do we need more? It's like, do we need more TikTokers? Do we need more any of this? It's like, I'm just happy that there's a lot more readily available information for people to make a lot more informed decisions.
Yep.
I'm happy that like the ripple effect of shit like Patrice O'Neal. Literally, I am the ripple effect of that.
Yeah.
The ripple effect of even outside of comedy, hearing shit like Tupac when I was growing up, be like, I might not be the one that changes the world, but doesn't mean I should stop myself from being the spark to spark somebody else that could change the world type deal. I butchered that quote, but it's like that type shit, bro. It's like I didn't even realize how much game and school I was getting from some of these people, like for me, Patrice, bro. And it goes beyond just like the comedy, because I'm not Carlos Mencia. I'm not watching Patrice so I could be like, oh my God, I need to steal his relationship bits. It's like, I have my own bits, bro. I don't need to fucking steal nobody's shit. But what that nigga laid out for me in terms of game, bro, you don't get. Like, I got it from a podcast, like from a radio show, from a guy that's dead.
Yep.
His experiences and how brutally honest he was about what he was dealing with as he was dealing with it. You know? Obviously it came with like repercussions, but I don't like, I think I know what's different for me and him is our personalities and our character. Like, I'm not a curmudgeon, and I never really have been. I'm not like, I've never been a womanizing type fucking, no one in the community sees me as some disrespectful asshole type shit.
Yeah.
Like, sure, now I'm getting vocal about the bullshit in the industry, but nobody in the industry, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've already established myself enough, and more importantly, or as importantly as establishing the fact that I'm fucking hilarious, nigga. You can't touch me on that stage, bro. My character has been established in my community, whether it be like audiences or my peers, comics, producers, all that shit, or industry people. I have met them all. They know me.
Yep.
We have years of experience together. I have not been a piece of shit to anybody. And now the skill level that I have has awarded me such confidence that, and because I've actually thought about what, I'm not going to get back into it from like last week, but the confidence, bro, that skill has afforded me. And then defining what it is that I want and what I'm willing to do to get it and what I'm not willing to do has just given me the complete freedom to now just be like, oh, I'm going to fucking speak my mind freely, because I'm not really looking to get the little fucking shiny toys and trinkets from the industry that they fucking peruse in front of everybody to make them rat race just enough until they get to the edge of the cliff and then realize it's like, oh, I'm about to fall. Oh, I'm falling. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Nope, doing none of that shit. And yeah, man. I'm so grateful. I think one thing that I forgot to mention last week that I was a point that I did want to make was, like, I kind of made it when I was talking about how there's a cap to how funny you can be when you go the industry route as opposed to independent. But if you really look at things, like when you go the commercial route, you do give up a part of yourself unless you're so squeaky clean that you can get away with just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're that squeaky clean on the come up, like that's just who you are.
Correct.
You're not losing anything. But
You're
if you
not
have to
losing anything.
Trim some of
Correct.
the wildness out.
And what I eventually find is that even the people that are squeaky clean and shit, eventually there's something that has to be cut. Because when you get more and more fame or more notoriety or just move up the corporate ladder of things, it's like, well, now you're dealing with corporate sponsorship and corporate money, and it's like, don't say this, don't say that. We don't want any jokes about this. It's like, bro, you're never gonna censor my comedy. It doesn't even make sense. And if I'm not willing to do that, I had to become as good as I am right now and becoming better, because I'm like, bro, I'm still here and there's still a lot more skill and experience to take in, man. Like, why? Like, I don't know, man. It blows my mind that more people aren't that confident in their ability. But, and this is the point that I wanted to make, I think a lot of people actually do realize that they are not as talented as the most talented. That's where you start to get compromised. And that's where industry knows, like, hey, we'll give you, we can take you beyond where the most talented person is.
Yeah.
We can give you more notoriety than that person will ever get.
Yeah.
Potentially. Most likely. Especially in this day and age. Where
Especially
all
in
the
Canada.
especially where all the media is controlled and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like people really think there's organic success. It's like, bro, if we're talking about show business, there's no organic success. On the lower end, yeah, but once you start, anybody you're hearing this day and age on the radio, like when I was growing up and you were growing up, you could hear a lot of variety on mainstream radio. Because mainstream didn't really mean the same thing back then. It actually meant you were popular.
Yeah.
and good.
Yeah.
But there was always still the underground scene and all that shit. But now it's like, for me, I almost exclusively only look at underground scene shit. I like digging for music.
Yep.
Because I'm not hearing a damn thing on the radio. Whereas when I was a kid, I heard so much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because like back then they were just looking for good people, right?
Mm.
So like the best would actually just get onto the radio eventually.
Yeah.
Back then, but now it's like we got to play the safe music, the same music that we know works in the past. That's what's gonna make it nowadays. Whereas before, it's like, I like this sound. Let me put them on the radio so more people can hear them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. So yeah, I guess we'll do some more of this comedy recap shit. I had that happen. Let's see. Oh, I was at the Corner Comedy Club once again. Thursday and Friday. I know I promoted on the podcast last week that it was Friday and Saturday, but I'm awful at promotion. So thank you for coming back to the studio, 'cause I'll just get you to look at that shit from now on. But yeah, I had a couple really amazing sets. Well, I'll say the Thursday set was good for what it was. It was a smaller crowd. It was opening night of a Drake concert. He just released his album, and it was in Toronto, and it was down the street from Scotiabank Arena.
Yeah.
There was still like 20 something, like 15 to 20 people.
Yeah.
I'd say it was a fun room, but when it's not packed, the laughter doesn't spread infectiously. You know what I mean? So it's a lot more start, stop. It's a lot quieter and stuff. So I took a different approach. Still had a great set, but my Friday set, I torched the fucking room, and I think I did, like, of my 15-minute set, I think I did 5 minutes of like fully cooked material. The rest of it was shit that I was figuring out and all new ideas. Bro, I'm so proud of myself, bro, because I can believe, just knowing my own journey, but I've gotten to the place where it's like, I would imagine it's like when you start acting and you're not good at memorizing your lines type deal. You know what I mean? Okay. And then all of a sudden, like a couple movies or roles or whatever down the line, and you realize like it's a lot easier for you to just get in the zone of acting. Like it's a lot easier for you to look at a script and memorize lines because you have a system.
Yeah,
you know,
formula to it.
It's like my formula is so etched into my subconscious. I could take shit that's a half thought, and I trust myself enough now to just go up on stage with a half thought and know that I will come out with a joke. It may not be the most polished version of that joke, but bruh, when I tell you, like, my ideas, let me see if I can find a scale. Like, I used to come up with concepts, and then it would take me time to not even get to a good finished joke, just to get to the meat of what that joke is from the concept.
Yeah.
Now I go literally from concept to damn near like album ready joke.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy because a joke, like the more you work on it, the better it will get.
Yeah.
So even though I say they're album ready, like they are good enough and they get loud enough pops and they're consistent enough. I just fucking know my voice, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm writing real time. And I'm just so grateful, bro. I'm so grateful. Shout outs to the corner. Shout outs to damn, I almost feel like you got my Instagram open up.
Yep.
I wanted to say her name because a random audience member took a picture of me while I was up on the stage and then left a review. And you know, this happens. I get a lot of the DMs and all that shit, but she tagged the club and all that, which I appreciate. So I'll give her Math Mistress. Shout outs to Math Mistress, who was one of the audience members, I guess. At the corner. Stumbled upon this random comedy bar yesterday and so glad I did. AKA Black Zeus had me laughing till it hurt. Go check out the Corner Comedy Club, which you should absolutely do. The Corner Comedy Club and Yuck Yucks literally share the same alley. You've heard me talk about this. I will talk about this all the time. It is the funniest block in Toronto. If you are in Toronto or ever visiting Toronto, go to the Corner Comedy Club and Yuck Yucks. You will not be disappointed. I actually did just that. But thank you to this lovely lady, who further solidifies exactly what I keep telling everybody. I'm fucking hilarious, nigga. You can't fuck with me in terms of comedy. And even though most people are watching this on the YouTube or listening to this podcast and they're like, I really only know this nigga for podcasts. And then they look at the YouTube channel, they're like, he only has like 8 comedy clips. He can't be this funny. It's like, I'm so goddamn funny that fuck the clips, nigga. I'm not doing the shit where I jump through the hoops for you, bro. I'm not doing it. I provide you an hour of quality entertainment filled with laughter and thought-provoking conversations on a weekly basis for free. Granted, I haven't been in all the areas, yes. Okay, so maybe I should post a little more comedy clips till I get to your area. Okay, I will concede to that. But I'm not doing the rigmarole. I'm not posting a clip every 5 seconds for the internet. It's either all crowd work shit or I'm giving you my best jokes for free. And that doesn't even work because how do then I get paid when I go do my book gigs? You know the game. Thank you for supporting. I love you, but we're not begging over here, you know? And I went to Yuck Yucks actually right after my show. And Dan Gyrie, shout out to Dan Gyrie, Toronto comic, who I've known for years. Very funny guy, very edgy comic, you know what I mean? But I'd like rides that line so perfectly. For me, you know what I mean? Like there's some audiences that have found it cringe, but like most audiences get what he's doing. And it's his cadence, bro. He has, so like, yeah, like he speaks like a more upbeat version. You're not gonna get this reference, damn it. I can already.
Simpsons reference?
No, it's have you ever watched the movie Office Space?
And is he covered in post-it notes?
Yeah, the DVD cover. You haven't watched it? I hate that you know the poster. Fuck, nigga. I thought for a second, I'm like, oh, let's go. No, all right.
Got him.
You know what? Another piece of homework for you. I don't want to keep making us watch white movies, bro. We gotta watch something with a little spice and flavor. But the boss in that movie, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could go ahead and come in on Sunday too, that would be great. Thanks. So he's like a more upbeat, like a couple notches up in pace.
Okay.
From that, and not annoying to listen to like that. But he ran this show a few years ago called Comedy Jam, and Dan is in a band. He plays the guitar, and so he created this weekly or bi-weekly or monthly show where you would do your set while his band was playing behind you. I love this show, bro. Okay. I love like, because I love music.
Yeah.
I love comedy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's fucking do this. I'm a rhythmic person already. But I would even go because I was living in Toronto at the time when he was running that show, and I would do it all the time, and I would have such a blast. But then I think I had just as much fun watching comics.
Okay.
Try and figure that shit out.
Yeah.
A lot of them like we're struggling because there's rhythm behind you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then what I actually caught was a lot of the times comics would all of a sudden start telling jokes in a sing-song fashion, and I went to the store and I got hit in the face. But so it's like, but like subconsciously they weren't even aware that they were doing it. So that was like where most people went with it. But I think the best performances were always like when, okay, there's a band playing behind me, but I'm just fucking gunning through my set. And I'm not deviating. Like if you can just do that, there's such weird, beautiful awkwardness to hearing somebody just do a set as if there's not a band playing behind them. It's just jarring, but it works. Okay. So they brought that show to Yuck Yucks as a concept show. I think they're gonna try it out some more. I'm probably gonna do the next one. I told him, I'm like, you're putting me on the next one. He's like, no problem. Yeah. But I think he changes up the formula just a little bit. You get the choice now as the comic. You either do a karaoke song up front and then you do your set, or you do a jam set, and that's when they, like when I do the show, I'm 100% telling them I'm doing both. Bro, I'm doing both, nigga. I'm going to sing, I'm singing Redbone off the top, and then I'm going to make the people realize that just as much as I can sing Redbone, I can make them piss their pants from laughter. If you want it. No, that wasn't that good, but you know. All right. No, I'm sorry. If you want it. I'm sorry. Back to the comedy. But yeah, that's the comedy recap. Shout outs to Corner Comedy Club. Shout outs to Yuck Yuck. Shout outs to all the comedy going on in Toronto, other than the mainstream shit that doesn't really promote the Canadian comedy. Yeah. But let's get into a weekly segment here, a regular segment, a recurring segment, you might say, called Poll Results. If you are new to the podcast, every Monday on my Instagram social media feed, which is AKA Black Zeus, I post an interactive poll question. I leave it up for 24 hours, and then on Wednesday, me and Dante come in the studio. Pause. That was crazy. Me and Dante head into the studio. Hey, yo, Cam and Maze fucking ruined my life. Fuck. Like, it's over, bro. We're back into the pause. Like, everything's a pause. So we host an interactive poll question, leave it up for 24 hours, and then we head into the studio to discuss the results. This week's poll question was, do you meditate / pray / reflect? The options were regularly, sometimes, and never. Before we get to the results, Dante, how do you respond to this?
I'm on the regular.
On the regular?
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like it makes a difference in your life?
100%.
Do you remember when you didn't? Like, have you always been praying, meditating, or whatever? Like, did this come from childhood? Like, you were taught how to pray as a kid, and then you just continued? Or
I wasn't taught how to pray. I was taught a prayer.
Okay.
Right.
Was it the Lord's Prayer?
No, I was actually taught that recently.
Interesting.
But it was just like, God is good all the time. Like,
all the time, God is good.
Like,
you know what's fucking hilarious about that, bro? That's Black church to a T. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. So to bring this into comedy real quick, BET had a show called Comic View when I was a kid. Every black kid growing up in North America, my age, we watched this shit growing up. It's like where Lil Duval, all these guys came up, you know what I mean? And Ricky Smiley was the original host. And he would have this phrase, but he would say, laugh is good all the time. All the time, laugh is good. And I swear to you, bro, I still, every once in a while, that just pops up in my head. Yeah. Laugh is good all the time. All the time, laugh is good. Salutes Ricky Smiley and Bruce, who took over that show, and all the and Lil Duval and all the fucking Comic View legends, bro. Who really, like, man, Gary Owens. First funny white boy I ever seen on TV, bro. That guy killed me, bro. Because it was the first white boy I seen that was actually doing like black, like I'm like, oh, this guy grew up around niggas. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah. He would talk like this. I'm trying to be hort. You know, like when a white boy tries to be hort. Trying to be hort. Yeah. So yeah, you pray regularly. Okay.
Yeah. It was. I would say within the last 4 to 5 years, I started.
Would you say specifically you pray, or would you call it meditation, or would you call it reflection?
What's the difference?
To me, there is no difference. They're all. That's why I used that's why I used each three, because some people don't.
Okay, well,
some people see the word pray and there's like this religious connotation, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I would say before 5 years ago, I would always be reflecting on things, right? Because I think about things, I go over situations, and why does this happen? Why did this happen? What led from this to this? And da 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 da. So I would be reflecting on those sort of things, or like what just happened and stuff like that. But now, you know, even though they're all the same sort of thing, there's still like a different lens. So like I meditate more, which is also like a prayer, and stuff like that. So it's definitely a regular thing.
Regular thing, obviously for me too. I it's funny because I actually go back and forth between the word pray and meditate. I think just not even on purpose. Because they're one and the same, bro.
I think so. I agree.
Reflection obviously is a part of that, but it's different. Like you mentioned, it's like you're actually reflect. But honestly, it is and it isn't. Because you can reflect on the future. Wink, wink.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, baby. You can reflect on the future, bro. I've definitely reflected on some shit that I know is coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... So it's all one and the same, but 100%. Like for me, I grew up religious and like in a religious household, so I was taught how to pray as a kid. But I don't think I held on to that until like later in my like mid-20s. Then I just started like meditating and like just reaching out, which was actually reaching in. Pause. But yeah, obviously it makes a huge difference, bro. I think. To not do that is to do yourself a great disservice. Like
because it's like, how do you put it? When you're meditating or you're praying, it's like you're focusing in a specific direction at least, or a specific thought, or
of course,
whatever it may be. But when you're not doing that, you're just throwing spaghetti on the walls. You're doing
correct. I think like it's important to actually stop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just moving 24/7.
Yep.
And your brain doesn't get a chance to process anything. And if you're not processing anything, that makes you more susceptible to bullshit. That makes you less likely to use your own brain and thoughts and like decision-making skills when major things like a pandemic pops up and all of a sudden you're at the mercy of everything that everybody else is telling you, but in your gut you feel that something is off. But because you don't actually take that time to sit and think about that and believe in that, like people are more inclined to believe the government than themselves.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I was having this conversation with this younger dude, and he was like, "Yeah, I believe the government has my best interest."
I've heard that myself.
You're wild, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, why would they have your best interest and not their best interest?
Oh man. You know, just when I think I have met enough like open-eyed, healed people and all this shit, whatever you want to say, like just properly functioning, like even if they have depression or anxiety, it's not to a place where it's crippling. Like the majority of people seem to these days. I guess this is more Western too, because what poor person has time to think about anxiety? Like you're just living anxiety, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
other people are just thinking about it.
But it's like. Damn, I forget what point I was trying to make.
You haven't come across this many people that haven't, like, they're awakened but not.
Yeah. What did you say though? Damn, bro, I'm not even high.
I met this guy, or I was talking, like I've known him for a while now, but he was a younger guy.
Yeah.
He's however old, but he says like, yeah, I believe the government has my best interest.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. No, it's funny because the more and more people that I meet that are open-minded and open eye, you know what I mean? Like I always forget because it gives me hope. I'm like, oh, there are more and more people waking up every day, but it's like, damn, bro, there's so many people that are just asleep.
Yeah, the majority of people are asleep,
and that's why every major religion teaches that you can only save yourself. But also every major religion is, a control mechanism. But but that doesn't mean that there isn't truth in those religions. You just maybe are misinterpreting or allowing somebody else to interpret something for you as opposed to just doing the work yourself and learning that maybe these aren't like real physical things that happen, but like parables and teachings and metaphysical lessons. But, I'm not a biblical scholar. I'm a comedian. What the fuck, nigga? But let's get to the results. Let's see. So do you meditate, pray, reflect regularly, sometimes never? This is how the people voted. 31% said regularly, 38% said sometimes, and 31% said never. That's hilarious. That's like damn near evenly split.
Yeah, almost, yeah. Yeah.
I love that regularly and never are 100% evenly split.
Yeah. And
then sometimes, so obviously there are more people that do it, whether it be regularly or not. I wonder for the never people, like, if they've tried, and
they've never reflected.
Yo,
I mean, some people.
But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Wait, though, because this is what's the freaky part about it, bro. Look at what you just said about the homie that you were talking to. He's like, I trust the government. You know how many people are walking around just willy nilly? They don't actually think that there is more to think about.
Yes. No, I know.
You know what I mean?
On this, yeah.
Like they don't even think that there is more to think about.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They just, and those are the people that get trapped up by all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Those are the people that eat, sleep, and go to work and repeat until they're dead. And take solace and comfort in the fact that they get two days a week to themselves where they can go get drunk or go to the bar or go spend their money on some shit that doesn't matter. When realistically, like, you could find a lot of purpose and meaning in shit that's free.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, bro, go sit in the fucking woods, bro.
Yeah,
go sit. I don't know, but we live in Canada, so it's a thing that is more readily available.
Yeah.
Like, niggas ain't.
So then do it. You should be doing it more.
But like, think about like niggas in the States and shit. Like, think about people in the hood. Like, it's not enough to just say go fucking sit in the woods. Like, these niggas are really they're in war zones, bro. Like, like how do they?
Yeah.
And they're not being given the tools.
Yeah.
To actually meditate, pray, reflect, or whatever, or to even realize that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Other than like, you know how hood niggas be. It's like, that's some gay shit, nigga. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
time for that.
I'm grateful, bro. I'm grateful for my upbringing. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm African, but I was born in Europe and I was raised in Canada. Now, like, Canada's starting to freak me the fuck out. Whatever's happening in this country. Podcast regulation, by the way, I looked into it. It's if you're making over 10 mil a year.
Yeah, but which Canadian podcast makes over 10 mil a year?
Exactly, but
zero because.
But the thing that freaks me out is if you do break that threshold, and I'm sure there's a lot, bro. I'm sure there actually are a lot.
Canadian?
Yeah.
Who? We would have heard of them.
Fair enough.
10 mil, bro. 10 mil revenue.
Yeah, revenue. Yeah.
Like, just
I wonder.
One.
Yeah, no, that's a good. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I feel like we wouldn't know it though. It would be something so mainstream and bullshit. Like, it would be some home decor bullshit or fucking Dragon's Den the podcast or some shit like this. Like, all right, maybe not.
10 mil is so much.
Yeah, I know. It's just it is still weird though what they want. Did you see what they want?
Yeah, they want your analytics.
They want your analytics. They want your audience numbers, your demographic. They want the subjects that you talk about.
Yeah. And
who your audience is.
And you have to also talk about Canadian things as well once you get to that level. So it's like you have to talk about what's happening in Canada. You have to talk about Indigenous struggles and all that stuff too.
It's very odd. It seems very totalitarian. I hate, and I know it is because it's Justin Trudeau, first of all. And then second of all, because the wording that they use is very Justin Trudeau wording. It's very World Economic Forum wording.
Did you see?
But wait. They literally said it's so that they can make sure that the podcasting space represents the diversity and all that. It's a diversity play. I'm like, how, bro? The barrier to entry for a podcast is like $80. You need a mic. And you don't even need a home internet. You can go to the library to upload it.
You don't even need a mic. You can record.
You go to the library. They have the podcasting studios in the library. Yep. The barrier to entry is $0.
Yeah, it's just time.
So they're trying to say we want to make sure that it's
bro. What's crazy is they're saying it's for diversity, but then they're like, when you get to that level, you have to cut out a portion of your diversity to put Canadian stuff in.
Fucking crazy, bro.
You know, if it was diverse, just let it be what it is. That's the most diverse thing. Right?
You're not wrong. What's it called? That's the week's poll results. If you want to get on the action, I'm probably going to start moving the poll questions to YouTube soon enough. I think once we hit at least like 500 subscribers and we can start functioning like a more regular YouTube channel. We're working our way up there. Thank you, by the way, for the people that are subscribing and doing the liking and all that stuff. Again, we're not beggars, but we do obviously appreciate it. We love you. We appreciate you. You are the beautiful people of this podcast. And if you want to get in on the poll questions for right now, they're on my Instagram story feed every Monday. I'm AKA Black Zeus. It scrolls at the bottom of the screen every couple minutes. But yeah, that's that. This is another weekly segment. Now that Dante is back, we can get back into this. It is Dantes Inferno. So every once in a while, pretty much every week, Dante brings a story from outside in the real world, whether it be inspirational, motivational, scary, some fucking crazy, conspiracy, or just upbeat and uplifting, whatever it may be. He brings it here, we discuss it and break it down for you. So what do you got for the Inferno this week, bro?
All right, so earlier you're talking about how, you know, you don't want to be these YouTubers where you gotta go and follow people around in stores and
the fucking Chupapi Muñeños of the world.
Yeah, those
go and bother people while they're just trying to get groceries for the family to make content.
Yeah, so watch this. This is wild.
Oh no, I need the volume up.
I guess.
Oh no. Oh, YouTube prankster gets shot at a mall for harassing you know what, bro? I'm not upset, man. You get this. This is the energy that these niggas bring onto themselves. That's crazy. To get shot though is excessive as fuck, but like, again, this is what happens when you open yourself up to. Yo, this is a big dude too. He's like towering over this guy. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You got shot, bro. Wow, he casually pulled out that piece, bro. Pause. That's crazy.
Hey, yo.
He casually pulled that out, bro. That was crazy. Yo, he shot him so nonchalant, and he held that Popeyes. Yo, that guy is bleeding out.
Yeah. So
what state was this in, by the way? Because depending on that state, like he's going to jail or he's going home to sleep.
Honestly, I don't know what state it is. All I know is this video. I don't know much.
He shot him pointing down. It wasn't attempted murder. He's in a mall, so you're fucked.
Yeah, but he's
10 years.
Maybe.
What? He's gonna continue making, bro. You know what this reminds me of? Indie race car drivers when they crash and they almost die and they're on life support for 80 months. And the second that they can jump again,
they're back.
I'm back in the racing, dog. This is all I know how to do is drive left.
That's what's crazy. All this guy knows how to do is bother people in a mall, and like this guy's just trying to do his Uber Eats job. You know what I mean? He's getting harassed.
See, at this stage, I hope he gets shot again. I didn't want him to get shot the first time, but if you're this type of person, you deserve what's coming to you. And it seems like a bullet wound is headed this guy's way. Yeah. I can't believe we just witnessed that and you just told me what you said, but I can at the same time. Like, I'm sure that he got notoriety from this story blowing up.
Well, that's how anyone knows him. You
of
know
course.
What I mean? So,
you're the guy that got shot.
Exactly. For pranking.
This nigga's gangsta-licious, bro. I got shot. Shout outs to the Boondocks fans for getting that reference if you do. No, that's fucking stupid, bro. I hate, like, I don't like saying that people deserve what they get when it comes to like crazy violence like that. But at the same, bro, you're harassing people. I don't understand what people think is happening. You know people are crazy, right? Just because you don't think everybody's crazy and in your mind you see yourself going home comfortably and happily at night doesn't mean that it's going to happen if you go and just get in other people's faces. This guy that is the delivery guy,
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but I'm leaving this guy alone, bro. I'm not even approaching this guy, bro. What are you talking about, nigga? This guy looks like a school shooter, bro. Like,
this guy's a mall shooter.
Yo, he graduated. Yo, he He graduated, bro. This guy went from shooting up his school to getting that cap, throwing it in the sky, and then just going to the mall and being like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So, so he's not getting charged for attempted murder, but he's getting charged for shooting a gun in a mall.
In a mall. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's so funny, bro. You know what sucks though? The mall's kind of empty. Like, I'd be pleading with that judge. I'm like, yo, judge, I don't know who this guy is, bro. I just watched MMA last night. He looks like a big fighter guy. He was aggressive.
Like, look how close he gets. Like, he gets.
Yeah, no, he was in that. He was in that man's face. To be fair though, he really didn't do anything that warranted getting shot.
Don't mess with people.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you start like.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know.
You're getting in people's personal space.
Yeah. That guy doesn't know what he's doing.
You get what you get.
You get what you get.
You get what you get.
Some people get 9mm. You know what I'm talking
that
about?
That nigga I got. Crazy. You got anything else for the Inferno?
Yeah, I do. So, earlier we had an episode about these fake influencers that go around and they're trying to like look like they're good for the environment.
Oh God, yeah.
What did we call them? Do you remember?
Oh shit. Why the fuck would you do that, bro? I hate you, man. Why'd you do that to me? Because I know I know it. They are not bitch ass niggas, no. Oh my God, bro. And then we kept saying it and laughing.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know how mad I am at you right now, bro? Like, you have no idea. Like, it's gonna be 1 a.m. and we're like,
Well, I can show you.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you're a bitch, nigga, bro. You're watching me struggle over here. That's hilarious. Good for you, though. That's hilarious. Trash bag hose! Trash bag hose! Oh no, we got a white lady on the beach. You know, some token bullshit is about. Look how good I am at the environment. Is she even picking up trash?
She's putting stuff in the bag.
Yeah, they look like just twigs and shit.
Why is she carrying it away from the shore as if that's where she's walking from, too? Like, look at her face.
She literally picked it up at the top of the beach, walked it down to the edge of the water in garbage bags. That one made me sick. I wish another female would walk up and just hit her. Not a man, but like another female should. I wish. You know what I mean? Because whatever she just did there, she just threw the garbage bags on the ground, pointed at them, and like did the fucking. She did like the Charleston Chew, bro. Like, what was that? She did like an old timey dance. What even is this? And then she left the garbage on the beach?
On the beach.
Of course, they always do. Why would you actually want to clean? She's not even cleaning, bro. Those are twigs. She's just at a pile of twigs and shit. Yeah, like this is crazy to me. Like you influencers are sickening, bro. You're sickening. You have a disease. You're sick in the head. Like shit. Like damn, bro. I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, yo, the internet was amazing until it wasn't. And you know what's sad is that secretly this is what the plan was the whole time. I really do think so. It was the dumbing down of society.
Yeah.
Look at what people are more concerned with doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then her friend is just like, man, influencers make me sick. Is this from the influencers in the wild?
No, this one is
someone actually just caught this.
I believe it's sad,
Part 1.
Cringe, but someone just found.
Get your friend to film you filling up rubbish bags. Oh, this must be in the UK. They said rubbish bags. Now pull off an Oscar-winning performance of you struggling in the wind. That's hilarious. Oh, this girl makes me sick. And you know what sucks? Is some guy just sees some attractive white girl and she's gonna get everything she wants. This dumb bitch contributes nothing. Ugh. Ugh, all right. That was really, the Inferno is inside of me right now. I'm fucking raging. I hate these fucking influencers, bro. But yeah, that was it.
I got one more.
You got one more?
One more, because there was I'm sure you saw the Philly, there was like riots going on in Philly. So there's this one lady who was like live streaming the people that were like looting and all that stuff. Right?
Okay.
And basically they arrested her afterwards because she was like inciting it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
shameless influencer Meatball now regrets part in Philly riots. Says her family is ashamed of her antics. What did she do?
So she was like there.
Yo, that's a crazy mugshot. Yo, they got this bitch looking like James Brown. No.
That looks like, do you know who James Toney is?
No. But have you seen James Brown's mugshot?
No.
It's that. He's not he doesn't have as big a face as her. Nah. Pull up James Brown mugshot right now. You were there, bro. You want to do the comparison with all three? Yeah. Mugshot. The main one, the newest one. Yeah. Look at that, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And then, get up, get on up, get up. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Go back and forth, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? James Brown actually looks like he's having a better time. She's crying. That's crazy. So, all right.
But she was like on Instagram.
Do they have the video? Scroll up. I thought I saw it at the top.
So
this.
No, this was just her like after she.
Shameless influencer caught during Philly. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just music. This comes after she live streamed. Wait, can pause that for me so I could read that? Full screen, thank you. All right. This comes after she live streamed the chaos on September 26th on the streets of Philadelphia. Okay.
So she was live streaming it, and she's like, "Come get me, come get me." Da, 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 da,
As a crowd of young looters ransacked the Apple and Lululemon stores. So she wasn't even a part of it. She was just watching,
and she was like
watching and filming, and she was egging, like she was like cheering them on.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Come get me,
get them niggas! Yeah, exactly. You go, slay, slay. Yeah, they ain't gonna miss them phones."
So they went and got her.
Known as Meatball. That's yo, I'm gonna leave her alone because I'm sure the internet is flaming her, looking like a meatball, calling herself Meatball. That's not good. That's not good. Anyways, yeah. So shout outs to ignorance, Ignorance begets more ignorance. Mm-hmm. You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Let the good people know where they can find you online.
You guys can find me online at person1prod, PERSON, the number 1, PROD.
I am AKA Black Zeus. Of course, it scrolls at the bottom of the screen every couple minutes. But that is it for this episode of the show. Dante is back. We'll be back in the studio next week. But yeah, it's nice to get back into the groove of things. This was a fun episode, no?
Yeah.
You got right back into this shit. Called out the comedy industry for being swell. How great. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. But again, if we want to continue to be a part of this, if you want to be the beautiful people of this podcast, all you got to do is return next week. But other than that, thank you to the beautiful people. Thank you to the new listeners. Thank you to all the people that are clicking like and viewing and all that shit. We're not begging, but thank you. Not ignorant at the same time. We will be back here next week with another episode of the podcast. This has been Black Zeus the Podcast, Season 4, Episode 35. Peace.